Nora.
Actually, I was just reaching across then, Kenneth, to show them the Carry On movie video, which is about to come out. They're making they're going to release a lot of the videos, aren't they? A lot of the Carry On videos. That,
thousands of them, I believe.
Yes. Well, I hope they sell thousands anyway. Anyway, that one's Carry On Nurse. But they must have been fun to make, mustn't they?
Yes. 6 weeks every year we'd meet. They were done in 6 weeks, you know.
6 weeks?
Oh,
You're
yes.
telling me they made them in 6 weeks?
Yes. We had a race one year, I remember, with an Oscar Wilde film. I forget whether it was Peter Finch or Robert Morley in it, but they also did that film in 5 or 6 weeks.
Incredible. How did it all begin?
I don't know. Maybe one story I've heard, sounds pretty logical to me, is that in the days of radio when Kenneth Williams, Charlie Hawtrey, myself, Peter Sellers, and loads of people were playing the funny voices, the funny people.
I know, yeah.
Who used to knock on the door or be on the bus or in the rate office or a lawyer for various comedians, you know. Someone thought it would be a good idea to get these funny people together and make a film with them. At least that's what I've heard.
It's a brilliant thought.
Yes, so that's the way it started.
Probably one of those apocryphal stories, but nevertheless.
Well, it sounds logical.
Yeah. Sounds logical, doesn't it? It's
Yes.
good. Was there a sort of a joker in the pack with all the gang? I mean, all those comedians and comedians together. I mean, was there one that was...
No, all of them were jokers. And they never seemed to clash.
No.
I think one of the greatest elements in the whole thing, it's almost like metabolism,
Yes.
was that we were all ex-servicemen fairly recently, if you understand me.
Oh, I see.
We all left the Army and Navy about 46. These were done 10 years later.
I suppose some having been in the entertainment side, ENSA and CSC and so on, which came afterwards, didn't it? CSC?
Oh, yes, and military shows, of course, done for ourselves.
Yeah.
You love those.
But you haven't done just Carry On. I mean, I remember seeing you in Funny Thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Which you did that marvellous song, was it? That Love, Some Love.
Oh, don't tell me you've got a recording of that.
No,
Oh,
you'd
yes,
be surprised. You'd be surprised what I've got.
Yes.
You're a proper actor, really, aren't you? Because you won a medal when you were at school, when you were at drama school. What was that for?
For acting.
Yes, I know, but I mean... Good answer, Kenneth. And Vincent, you deserve that.
No, I tell you what.
No, but I mean, what
We won the medal.
What play or what role?
3 years after I won the medal, they put me in the Army for 6.5 years. So we never really got anything from the medal.
What about Hello, Hello? Because I think that's wonderful, and I think you're brilliant in it. I mean, it's a bit like the Carry-Ons in a way, isn't it? I mean,
yes, it's a real earthy British attitude towards the whole thing. I love it because all the races represented in it are all idiotic in some degree or another.
Yeah.
It's a great thing, I think, for the states of Europe to come, Churchill's great dream, that Germans should be shown as idiots. So should the French. So should everyone else. But the prime place for pure idiocy obviously goes to the British.
Well, I tell you, I'm very interested to know how the French are going to view it, because it's going on, isn't it, in France? Or they're taking it and... Are they going to do their own version, or just put subtitles to the British?
How anybody is going to dub that into French, I don't know, do you?
No, it's a fascinating thought to me.
Especially Officer Crabtree.
I like the Englishman who pretends to be the French gendarme. That's the one.
That's the one I mean.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, yes. Crabtree, yes.
That's the one, yeah, Crabtree.
Because he says the most shocking things in fractured French.
Very fractured.
I don't know how they do it.
Well, apart from acting, your own life, if I'm correct in what I've read about you, you like gardening, don't you? You have a garden.
Yes, but the last few years have been so grim that I can look at the garden and think it looks as though no one's ever done any work in it for a year or two. Because all the efforts are brought to nothing, aren't they, by this terrible weather we've been having.
I know. I don't know what to put it down to. I feel like blaming somebody. Michael Fish, I think. I'm not sure. I have to blame someone.
Yeah, poor Michael, he does his best.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There are rumours of another Carry-On.
I wish
around a hospital, nurses or something. Would you like to do it if it does come
Happy
about?
days. There's so many of them have departed now.
Yes.
And there's been the yearly rumour that there was going to be one.
Yes.
But last year it was more substantiated that there was going to be another film. And as soon as we thought that was going ahead, my very dear friend disappeared from this earth of ours.
Kenneth, yeah.
Yes, and I can't imagine they'll do one without him.
No.
I really can't imagine.
That's not.
And I honestly have not heard a thing.
How about you? Any thought of retiring yourself?
Oh, frequently.
But you won't.
No.
No, of course you won't. What's next in the pipeline for you?
I'm going to try and get that garden straight.
A good idea. I've been trying to get mine straight for years. Now I never
the one.
succeed.
See, give me that again. Yes, all right. Because the only reason I came up with a young fellow on the stage today, on the train, he tried to sell me this.
Did you buy it?
No, the reason I'd like this one, though, is because my son's in it when we were 3.5 years of age.
Oh, gosh. How old is he now?
He's now 32 or 3. There we are. Thank you very much. Do buy it.
Kenneth Connor, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Now, back to those wonderful musicians, Juvenile Jazz. They're about to play another